know what's thinking rent free in my head? There's been like every time I think the podcast recently, I just think of Diesel's bad stories.
Bad stories.
I said don't bring this up. I don't want to address him.
The Eddie Hall story just was rent free.
You didn't include him, did you? Did
Yeah,
you
it's in the episode.
It is.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And yeah, so your apology for the shit story straight after.
Yeah. That's like your fourth apology video every time.
Fourth apology video.
We'll get into it. Welcome back to D&M Cast. This is episode 60, season finale for season 6.
Yeah.
We will obviously take our week off after this, so enjoy us while you can. We've got some, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff going on. Elephant in the room, Luke, you were on Deal or No Deal.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I didn't realize how big Deal or No Deal was. I just thought it would be like, it's just 7.
Just
like,
one of those
no
things.
one, like I just thought it was Channel 10. No one
we,
really watched it.
we knew it was coming out. We filmed it back in March.
We filmed it so long ago.
Back in March for reference. And they just said, we'll air it in 6 months. We kind of forgot about it. And then they called you like a couple months ago saying, this is the date. We didn't really think anything of it. We didn't really promote it either.
No.
But holy shit. Like,
wow.
National TV is
pretty
actually
crazy.
It's big of a deal than you think.
I didn't realize. I was like, I think my friends were like, bro, like, aren't you hyped? I'm like, yeah, it was pretty cool. He's like, bro, millions of people just saw that for like 30 minutes of you just talking.
Yeah.
Like, I was like,
and
wow.
all the social accounts exploded. Like yours went off. Even mine were going off. The D&M account fucking exploded.
Crazy.
Did they mention the D&M cast?
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
A couple times.
I just kept mentioning it the whole time. Every time I was like, it just goes back to the podcast.
Yeah. if you're listening from Deal or No Deal and you weren't listening before, welcome. We love our
welcome. This is the podcast that we were talking about.
I think the most common question I've had is how the fuck did that even happen?
Yeah.
Basically, I've had the Nepo accusations that my dad got us on. That's not true.
It was true.
So, context, me and my mate applied for Deal or No Deal, went for an interview back in 2023. We didn't get on because when in the interview they asked you, what would you do with your prize money? And he gave an extremely inappropriate answer.
He probably said you would do drugs or something.
No, he said, I don't know if I'll include it, but he said he was going to build an illegal, like, little person wrestling competition underground, which obviously they're not looking for. And then, so that obviously we didn't get on for valid reasons.
Yeah.
And then I got another email where we just started the potty saying, do you want to come and audition again? Maybe bring someone else. So I messaged Luke, we just started the potty at this point, and we went audition, told them all about the potty. Yeah. Didn't hear back from him until like March this year. And they said, You know what, actually, on a side note, when you go in there, there's like probably like 500-600 people in the room, and then like you just get escorted out to a bunch of like workers there, and then they like interview. Yeah. When you like go in there, you do a QR code and you just write down your name and a little bit about you. So when you do go up to the desk, they like know like a little bit about you. And I didn't put a photo down. Yeah. And when we were there, she goes, you don't have a photo. Let me take a photo of you, and used her phone to do it. It was funny as fuck.
I reckon that helped out a little bit too.
Yeah. And the photo she took of you was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I'm just like
but yeah, and then so we kind of forgot about it, and they emailed us again because they can't tell you if you're going to go on.
Yeah.
What they do is they invite like 200 people to the studio. They have an idea of who's going to go on, and it got increasingly more obvious that we were going to go on as the day went on. We go there saying, you can sit in the audience. We're like, sick, this is sus. Like, you followed up with us 3 times about whether we're coming or not. Like, and you got called as well.
Yeah.
And we didn't know who was going on, so we made the deal in the line.
Everyone just gets told. So like what? 200-300 people get told, you might get on, but come into the crowd and
Depends
we'll see what
happens.
Depends
how your energy is in the crowd. We get there and we're doing like all these team, like they're assessing everyone's energy to get everyone to talk to each other. They come and pull us to the side and make us sign extra paperwork. So we kind of had a good guess.
I was like, I'm someone right now.
We didn't know which one of us was going to go on.
Yeah.
So we made the deal. We thought we were both going to go on. We were like, fuck it. We'll make money either way. If we both go on, we'll just split whatever we make. So if one person makes 50 cents and one person makes whatever, it's fine either way.
Oh, so you didn't know whose was going to...
No, we had no idea. And then we go to the studio. You're not allowed to film or anything while you're in the studio. You sit in the audience. They make you do all these checks and shit. And Grant Daniel comes out and says Luke's name. It was the first recording of the day, and they do like 6 in a day, and each one takes an hour. So thank fucking God we were first. And... Yeah, seeing the behind the scenes, like obviously it's nothing like how it looks on TV. It took a lot longer than half an hour to film. We're probably there for 2 hours maybe.
Yeah, maybe,
just for the one.
Yeah, because they filmed all kinds of things, all kinds of different...
A lot of time the cheers, the laughs, that's all like filmed separate.
The girl in your promo...
She was not there.
She was not there. I was up on the holding a briefcase. I scanned the audience who was in it, and that girl who they showed in his promo was not there. So they're pretty smart about how they do it. And I think that's it. And we obviously left there. We won. Cat's out of the bag now.
I was pretty like it's kind of scary because you like can't see, but there's literally probably like 200-300 people in the crowd. So like you're like entertaining a whole squad of people like all around you.
I haven't seen it yet. Was 5,000 the highest bank offer?
No, it was second highest that he got offered, but
Yeah.
he went out too early. So if he stayed one more bank offer in, he would have got 10 and then one more 20.
Yeah.
But you
I,
just don't know.
You just don't know. Like,
Yeah, $5,000 based on his position on the board was really good.
yeah. Everyone, like, when I was watching it back, I was like, fuck, like, it would have been good to, like, keep playing. But it
You
was
don't
like,
understand, like, in the moment.
I kept fucking up. Like, I didn't get a single one right
Yeah.
the whole time. So when I got 5K, I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
I'm just going to take it. I've fucked up every single time.
And I was like, when $5,000 popped up, I thought it was gonna be like 2 or 3.
Yeah,
So
honestly.
$5,000 popped up. Luke looks at me. I look at him. I'm like nodding aggressively. They didn't show that, but I was like, yeah. Shout out to the whole Deal or No Deal like production team. It was such
Awesome
a really
production, isn't it?
seamless process, and that's kind of how we got on. It was a great experience, great day, and
From what I saw, like as well, you presented yourself good on TV.
Yeah,
we did
as well.
really well. Shout out Grant Daniel, he's a short little man, but
he's tiny. I love Grant.
Him setting the tone and energy was really good. He's like such a natural performer and entertainer. So
You need that person there because it's pretty scary, like, to get going. You don't want to say the wrong thing. You're on, like, there's 20 cameras all flying around your head the whole time. So it was like Grant was awesome in the
it's
way that
pretty
he hyped you
confronting
up.
being in the studio, like an actual TV studio.
Yeah, for sure.
You're a bit scared to say anything or do anything. That's why when he kept asking me, I'm like, he's like, Tom, what do you think? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I had a moment on national television.
Yeah, no, my face when you said that.
Bro, I don't know why I said that. I was just in the moment. I was like, oh.
Because you had already told the story. And
Yeah.
then you just added that on. That
Yeah,
got
I know.
fucking stains on it.
He's like, you could buy a new mattress. I'm like, yeah, there's so many stains on it. I'm like, but like, I meant as if like when we were driving down the mattress, because the story was the mattress fell off on the freeway, so it was like dirty and stuff. I was like, so there's like stains in it now.
And they aired that on the TV.
They full aired it, yeah.
I would have thought they cut it. But yeah.
Did he laugh? Did Grant laugh?
Yeah, no, he was just like, what?
Yeah, the whole crowd, you should have seen the shock on everyone's face as soon as that they're like, because as soon as I said that, because like in my mind, I was just like, it was just funny. And then everyone's like, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's just when you say something, you don't realize what you actually said. But no, it was experience
funny.
either way.
Yeah.
Anyway, before we go into
cooked.
the content of this episode, Somewhere Turned Pretty. Have you boys seen it? Familiar
I
with
actually
it?
haven't seen it.
I've watched a little bit. I know people love it. I'm on the edge of it. I'm not sure if I love it or like I've just been a little bit like.
It's very ironically good. I think it's
Yes.
like very high school drama vibes, but it's like enticing.
That's why everyone loves it though. It's like that.
I've gotten addicted to it. I watched like so it's halfway through the third season now. I watched the first 2 seasons in like a week.
Yeah.
Episode 7 drops tonight, so I'm very fucking excited for
What
that.
team are you?
Team Comrade.
Conrad, I'm Team Jeremiah all the way.
Yeah, I'm
You have
team.
to be.
Of course you
Team
are, mate.
Jeffrey.
I think Jeremiah kind of reminds me of Luke. He says a bit,
I don't know what you're talking about.
he says Jeremiah says a few cringy things, and he does remind me a little bit of my good friend Luke. But it's a
And
great
you're the
show.
sad guy that's moping around.
No, Somewhere Turned Pretty is a great show. If you haven't watched it or aren't watching it, I recommend you do. It's again ironically good. So if you love those kinds of like cringy romance type things, but I will say this pisses me off. So the whole concept is like this girl who's grown up with his 2 best guy friends, falls in love with one of them, always had a crush on one of them her whole life, and then that doesn't work out. They like have a little fling, doesn't work out, but then she goes for the other brother. Which then they start and they're looking at getting married now, which is where it's currently at in the series.
You just ruined it for me. I haven't been up to
Yeah,
it.
but I don't know what's happening next. But that Belly just needs to fucking take a break from the guys. The whole drama of the whole show wouldn't exist if she didn't hook up with everyone she fucking sees. She's had like 3 boyfriends in the space of the whole fucking series.
Sounds like you, mate.
No, I think I see why you like this, Tom. You're late, huh?
But yeah, anyway, shout out Somewhere Turned Pretty. Go watch it. I'm keen for episode 7 tonight. So yeah.
Where were
You're
you?
always into your little movies, your little shows.
Yeah, where were you before this, Tom?
Yeah, right. We're not airing this. Anyway, all right. We'll get into the cuts of this episode. So this won't last for too long. Obviously, the main, I think, what people are listening for is the deal or no deal shit and stuff like that. So, but what I wanted to talk about was toxic traits that actually make you better. Obviously, toxic traits have this negative, rightly so, stereotype around them. But I've got some here that, are traits that you could, I guess, possess, but also turn into a good force instead of just using it for pure evil. So
ironic that you are the relationship toxic trait king. Is that what that?
I'm just the neutral force here. I'm just providing the content. Doesn't mean I relate to these. Anyway, overthinking can be strategic awareness or risk management. So you can be used as a superpower in the sense where you overthink all of the possible outcomes of a situation and use that to make the right decision.
I think overthinking is scary though, because that's like, what do we say? Like 90% of the things that happen in your head don't even happen in real life. And overthinking is just like all the past things that may have happened. You're just scared that was going to happen.
Oh, it's a dangerous game nevertheless.
Yeah.
I'm a big overthinker. Like,
It just confuses you though on like what you're going to decide, doesn't it?
I think you're the opposite and you don't think at all.
Nah, I don't. Nah.
Do you follow your heart or your head?
Nah, like
He just follows his feet. He just
like
follows his
if there's a situation that
Yeah.
I'm stressing about, I think fuck. I'm not going to stress about it until I know the outcome. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
like,
well, I think everyone's different in that sense. I personally overthink everything,
yeah.
but it's done me well as well because I've made a lot of probably better decisions than I would have if I wasn't overthinking.
So you'd say you make better decisions if you overthink.
No, I wouldn't say all the time. I'd say like it can be, but I think sometimes you can make the wrong decisions because you overthink it.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think you can, in a toxic trait you can have is overthinking everything and self-sabotaging.
Prime example, you're questioning why someone liked your story and you're like, should I message him? Should I not? That's you overthinking.
That's me overthinking.
So
yeah.
I think you should just chill
Just do
out
it.
and wait for it. Like just wait. Don't do
Interesting,
anything.
yeah. I'm not going to bring too much into this, but yeah, something happened. No, like, situations ended now, situationships ended now. But yeah, it was weird that she now liking my story, my brother's story. It's like,
And it's
games.
like it makes you just overthink like what's
Yeah,
she
like-
trying to get out of it.
I'm like, are you like waiting for me to like
Yeah.
come back and be like, I love you so much?
What
Like,
does that mean from
Well,
a
did
girl?
she cut it off, didn't she?
Yeah.
So yeah, fuck her. She can come back.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
I think you should leave it.
I'm just leaving it.
Yeah.
And when that episode was airing and we realized how like big it actually was and like all our social accounts were blowing up last
Yeah.
night, I had to turn I drove home. I had to turn my phone off. It was like
Was
going
that bad?
off that
Yeah.
much. Yeah. She-
Mine was quick. I feel like mine was like more like a, fuck, he's kind of just done it. Like,
Yeah.
well, oh, he's done good. Like,
Yeah.
it was like,
you
that's
can't, it's
the
one of
point.
those things where it's like you can't really like.
Even my phone was blowing up. And
Yeah.
all my mates were calling me, fuck, dude, Luke's on TV, Tom's on I'm like, yeah. I'm like,
It's the
yeah.
ultimate cyclist, I reckon. Anyway,
that's
we'll
pretty
stop talking about it. But what I was bringing up was like, we knew that she'd be like thinking about it. Like, it's like one of those
Yeah.
things where you break up with someone, you don't really want to see them.
No.
And if you turn on your TV and the person you broke up with is just playing Deal or No Deal and just like, doing well by doing it, and Grant Denny's telling him like a god.
Yeah, break up with me. I'll be on your TV.
It's like me. All my mates are telling me like, oh, you'd hate to be your ex right now because of all the ads I'm in right now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
It's one of those things where I understand why she'd be doing it. She might be feeling a bit
She's
of
like,
regret, but then
yeah.
if you go back, obviously it was pretty toxic while you're in it. So
Well, he misses her more now
Hey,
that she's not here.
message. What?
You miss her. Oh, miss.
Yeah, I was saying that was
Yeah.
like we were saying. It's like you
That's
miss
another
someone
thing.
more when
You
you
miss-
don't have them. You know what I'm saying?
obviously, yeah. That's
yeah,
when
yeah.
missing him. You don't miss him when you have
No,
him.
I know, but like something, when you're not really sure, like you're not sure, and then you like end it, you're like, oh, that hurts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know, like that's actually a bit of a motivation I have. Whenever anything goes wrong, I'll be like, I'll be on your TV tonight. I'll be on your TikTok tonight.
Did she watch it?
Maybe,
she
I'm not
watched
sure.
it.
Yeah.
Not sure.
All right. Anyway,
I miss you.
all right. The next toxic trait that could be making you better, bluntness can be good because you can be a truth teller. You don't know bullshit. You can get straight to the point. You're not gonna, hide anything away.
I don't know. There's a difference between like bluntness and showing your emotions, I reckon.
Yeah.
Because like if you show
Well,
your
bluntness doesn't lead to like being so cold though. Like you can
Yeah,
be
yeah,
blunt and
yeah.
show emotions, but
yeah,
sometimes-
true. I think like being like straight up to the point is just like the easiest way for me, especially. Some people just I don't know love a bit more.
See, I struggle with like, I like bluntness in the sense where like they tell you how it is. Like it's,
Yeah.
but I do struggle when it's like they're blunt and they're a little bit mean. But like they don't mean to be mean, they're just blunt. Like that's where I struggle. Like if some girl was to me like just straightforward being like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Or like, bruh, no. I just
Or
be
like if you
know,
say a joke and they just like don't laugh,
yeah, it's like not funny.
and it's just like, dude, it's just not funny.
Yeah, I
It's
feel like that kills my
shut the
vibes a
fuck
lot.
up.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I definitely think it's like a bit of both, right?
I think there's a
Like,
limit. There's a
yeah.
limit. I
But
reckon.
do you, like I think it's more like the fact we like when they give it to you straight. There's no games, like that kind of bluntness. Like
Yeah,
they're
that's
just
a good kind of bluntness. Obviously,
Yeah.
some people don't like it and it can cause emotion, which is why it can be bad because
Yeah.
you can fuck with people's emotions. But at the
Yeah,
end of the day,
yeah.
I think bluntness is overall pretty good thing to have. But bluntness is well being blunt when you're talking to someone in a conversation where you're like, yep, no, that's
Yeah,
not good.
no.
Yeah, that's
but being
crap.
blunt when you're getting straight to the point, that's okay.
Yeah.
So I think it's a two-sided sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I don't know. It's like an interesting one though. Like I definitely like when they're honest. Like and then it's like a game. Like I don't know. People like play games a little bit. Like they're just like try like push pull honest. Like like that kind of games. I feel like that's where it like all comes down to though.
Yeah.
Do you like your coach being blunt, straight to the point? Like a
Yeah,
footy coach?
Oh, yeah. There's certain things where you have to be blunt, and then coaching's one of them. You can't like tiptoe around the fucking point. Like you have to tell people straight.
Dude, fucking kick the goal, man.
I said to my coach because at Paran, like we're a little bit like more of like a professional club,
Yeah.
so we can't really like you won't see a coach be like, "What the fuck," where at some clubs you might. And
right, I'm gonna cut you off there just because it's reminding me. Yeah. If all three of us played at the same football club next year,
Please.
what would the reaction be? Do we reckon we would get a fair few people down to games? Do we reckon?
Yeah, people would come down and watch. I reckon it would be a spectacle.
Because it's a
No, I don't
possibility.
know.
We're working through it now. We're not going to say what club and where, but we're in the talks, but I think it'd be sick. Like we have to do 1 year at least where all three of us are together, especially while we're doing the potty.
Yeah.
I think the publicity and stuff we get from that is elite.
I know. It would be good. I'd struggle training with you boys. That's the other thing.
No, but training would be just vibes. Like especially if it would be a local club, obviously not VFL.
Yeah.
Training at local clubs, you get it done, but like you have with your mates while doing it.
Yeah, 100%.
That's why at the club I'm at, completely unrelated. The core groups are young, so training. I actually look forward to training. Like we get shit done, but it's really, really, really fun.
I don't know. There'd have to be like I don't know. There'd have to be some circumstances.
Diesel's learned he had to negotiate
After
signing too early.
That'll get done behind the scenes, but we just want to gauge public interest on whether or not we think it'd be a good idea.
Yeah, I can't really say too much because it'll give too much away.
Imagine like you wake up and like you look play your team, you just like see all three of us running around the team. You're like, Jesus, fuck.
I'd love to play
people to
against
games,
us.
probably for the wrong reasons, but still, still like for the club, that's like canteen sales. That's everything like that. Like it's.
Yeah, give us a percentage and we can talk.
But they give you a percentage of the club for that year, like a revenue or something.
Anyway, that's the exciting thing. We'll keep you guys posted on as seasons go by, but watch this space. Yeah. Anyway, being a control freak can lead to high standards. So obviously control freaks are a bit of a red flag. Like you want to be able to negotiate control and not be a looming sense of control over your partner in a relationship or anything in life really. But it also helps you maintain high standards and not settle for anything less. It's a reach, this one.
Yeah. What was it?
So it's
holding
control
people
freak into high standards.
Yeah.
So obviously a control freak is rightly so got a lot of negative connotation around it.
I think that the positive in the sense is that because you want high standards, you want the best out of it because you want the best outcome. So like you're trying to control it, and that's where you kind of become a control freak because you want like the greatest outcome and you want the best out of them. So you're always like controlling a little bit. So in that sense, it can be good, but you're also going to be like mindful of how it can be negative.
I think like if no one likes a control freak, someone that controls you and tries to manipulate how you are so that it's more of a beneficial for them, if that makes sense. So it's like if you come across like that, no one's interested in you in a way. But then if you come across as, look, I'm doing this for both of us and I want us to get better and control in that sense, it's so much more motivating.
Yeah. It's a line between how you can controlling someone on what they wear and what they do. It just becomes completely toxic and it can become a horrible environment for both of you, not just the partner that's receiving all the negative criticism, but the positive in the sense that if you really want both of you to do well, then it's like, look, I'm doing this. I was hard on you here, but that's because I really want you to do this and I really want you to do well and I know this is what you want. But that comes with like positive communication and actually like having like goals and guidelines to help you like motivate. You know what I'm saying? I think the worst thing is like you see it a lot like through school and uni and parents is like trying to push a kid into something that they don't want to do and trying to control them and being like, do this, do that. And then that just becomes a really negative thing, even though the parents want best for them. So it's ideal and you have to understand what their goals are and what they want and what they want out of that relationship or what they want to do so you can help them. And if you need to control it, you can control them and guide them in that sense.
Exactly. Sweet. All right.
I think we covered that one.
Right, that one there.
No
I'll do one
worries.
more. Impatient can be an action bias. So obviously impatience in a relationship, especially if you want to focus on that, is not good. You need to be patient with your partner and patient around outcomes. But in life, impatience can lead to an action bias. So you're not going to sit around waiting for the next thing. You're going to get up, make it happen. So
I'm horrible at this.
Positive and negative. Yeah, I'm very impatient. I don't know. I feel like I'd like to think I want to be patient, but at the same time, I'm pretty productive and I'm not going to wait for someone to almost tell me what to do. I'll just do it myself.
Yeah. I'm pretty patient.
I struggle with that so much. Like, I don't like, when you want something done and you just like, I need it done now. I want it done now. I don't want to wait 2 weeks. Like, I don't want to, like, I struggle with that so much.
Yeah. I'm patient, but then it comes to a point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It comes to a point. I think we can.
Are we got like a little thing?
We won't say. But I'm like
we can say that you can relate to this really well because recently you've waiting for some footage.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
No, we won't address that. But I think you can be patient, and I think everyone should have a sense of patience. But yeah, I think there's comes to a point where you start to question, what the fuck. You know what I mean?
What the fuck?
But no, I think.
How do you deal with like being impatient? Because I know you got like your patience level is so much better than mine.
Yeah.
Like I crack it. I'm like, fuck.
How do I deal with being patient?
Yeah. Like how do you be patient? Like how do you deal with like the feelings of being impatient?
Well, it depends. If I need something done, then I'm going to be like from someone else. I'm going to be patient because I'm questioning whether they're busy or not, because I know that there's some times where I can't get some things done certain times because I'm fucking flat out. Like, you know what I mean? So I relate it to how I am. So I'm thinking I'm not the only person feeling like this.
Yeah.
Other people might be feeling worse than I am.
Yeah.
So
having that perspective.
I'll give you time and then I'd rather know like when it can be done rather than do it now. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just so it's beneficial for both parties.
I'd rather someone tell me, be like, you know, I can't get this done. Say for content. I don't know. We'll just say content so we can relate it here pretty easily. But like, I hate when someone be like, oh yeah, I'll get it to you tomorrow. And then you text them tomorrow. They're like, oh, I'll get it to you the next day. It's like,
you've got someone doing that as well.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
That was the toxic traits that can make you better. I think we got bringing a nice segment back here that we haven't done in a while. Riz or miss.
There you go.
We have one story, but it's a fucking belter. Whoever sent this in is a fucking great story.
Here we go. I've been, you know, less about quantity, more about quality.
Yeah, we have been getting sent some, but guys, you need to make them good.
You got to make them good. I'm not using no shit.
Like, oh my God, this guy farted on our date. Oh my God, what do I do?
What do I do?
It's like, we need actual quality. Like, and this one's probably the first one in a while.
Here we go. Some guy on Snapchat asked me to come to his footy game. I thought he was cute and I was free, so I thought, why not? He told me he would be in the forward line and if he kicked a goal, he would point to me. I didn't know if this was cringe or cute. Yeah, I thought it was cute. I was watching and he kicked a goal and he pointed to me and attempted a backflip and landed on his head. This was right next to the crowd and right where I was. I was immediately embarrassed and immediately got the ick. I've been ghosting him since and he's been trying to call me. How do I tell him this was an ick?
The old icky celebration. Yeah, no, I don't know. That's an interesting one.
Imagine pointing to that and be like, yo, what's going to do a backflip and land on your head? And the whole crowd's like, ooh. They're like, yeah, ooh.
Yeah, watch this.
Ooh.
Yeah, in that one, if you get the ick, you get the ick. Not really much you can do about it.
No.
What's
that would be stuck. Imagine that would be stuck in your head every time you look at them. You just like see them like point and like.
And look, the guy definitely knows. Like, it's probably not ideal. Like, he's fucked up a backflip with your attention. So I would let him down slowly, let him down gently. But yeah, that's not ideal for either of you.
I probably would just like say, yo, it's not me, it's you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a tricky one, and that's, as we said, a very, very good riz or miss. So, yeah,
off that, like, have you ever over celebrated and then realized you over celebrated? And you're like, fuck.
I get like white line fever, not with like aggression, but like with I get up and about.
Yeah,
I'm really excited. So when I kick like a goal,
you jump up in the air.
It's almost like post-nut clarity. After all the adrenaline kind of dies down, you're like, oh, fuck, what did I do? And you watch the replay, it's even worse.
It's like an open goal 3 meters out and you're like celebrating.
I kicked a goal from 50 meters and I'm like, come on, like screamed and no one's like getting around me. I'm like,
oh, probably up by like 100. That's
70 points down or something.
Yeah, we're losing by like 70.
Yeah. Anyway, that's riz or miss. All right, so I've got a big brother advice. We're also bringing this segment back. We haven't done this in a minute either. So, hey lads, just want to know how you test your loyalty with mates. They say they have my back on social media, but how do I know if they're real? I think for this one, I think the number one motto you go by is when shit gets tough, you know who your friend is.
Yeah, for real.
You don't really like words mean fuck all, but actions obviously speak louder. That's like the case with a lot of things in life. And
definitely
when stuff gets hard, you know, the people who are there without you asking, that's when you know who your friend is. Like either way, like, and whether they're involved in like the hardship, whether they're not. What their actions while you're going through some shit or going through something.
Standing up for you when it's like not what the majority.
Yeah.
The worst part about it is like 9 times out of 10, like your mates would do like not give a fuck. So, you know what I mean? In a way.
I think, you just got to work out who your friends are. I'm lucky I'll use a personal example. I'm really lucky to have a group of mates who I like have been friends with for years and years and years now. And we're just best mates, but I knew that they're legit when I like started going through some shit, and without asking or like putting anything in the group chat, they'd all be calling me, messaging me, saying like you're fine, like they didn't tell me they were fine about it. I think you just kind of like live and learn, and you work out who your friends are through experiencing, and who is there for you without you asking, and who like obviously has your back in a public setting when the majority disagree, who isn't afraid to put their like reputation on the line. To like defend you.
That's the biggest thing. I think it's literally when they put their reputation, when they put themselves out there to defend you and it's against the majority.
Yeah.
That's when you know for real, right?
100%.
Like
Great question.
I hate people. You know, you have those friends where it's like they're like nice to you one-on-one and you like, they tell you they're like good friends with you.
Yeah.
But then in a group setting, they put you down or they just like bully you. That's when you know like that. You're like, no, you're not my friend. Don't act like my friend.
Yeah, you have to keep them around though, and just like you have to be careful about what you feed them. Obviously, I've got a couple of them where I'm just like,
they play both sides.
We chill one-on-one, but I know you go to your friends and talk shit about me.
It's like keep your friends closer, your enemies closer. No, keep your friends close, your enemies closer.
Yeah. Something you got there in the end.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
But yeah, no, that's exactly right. You do have to keep people who you know, you have to keep them happy because obviously like their friends are some of your really good friends.
Yeah. You always have people like that in your circle. Like it's
and that's just how life is. People aren't going to fuck with you, but there's going to be people that fuck with you and defend you and stick by you no matter what, and they're your friends. And you'll find out through experiencing. Words mean fuck all. Don't believe words and believe experience, but believe like lived experience.
Yeah, their actions.
So yeah, what are we at, Ethan?
31.
Yeah, so that was D&M Cast episode 60. We'll do a longer outro today, so lucky you guys.
Let's do why don't we do like a little bit of a recap of what's been happening in the past 59 episodes?
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Things have honestly been a whirlwind in the sense that like things are changing for us, and like you see on our social medias, on our Instagrams, that we're developing into our characters and we're putting stuff out there, and things are changing, and we're excited to make, you know, some more D&M content on the YouTube, you know, keep expanding this D&M cast and D&M as a whole, really.
I think as season 7, we've had a lot of meetings internally over the past couple of weeks where we're going to try a lot of new things. Don't really want to say too much to ruin the surprise, but
things are coming.
Season 7
Just you wait.
The season 7 marking campaign, usually you guys know we do a photo shoot. Last time Diezel was a purple wiggle.
Yeah.
This time you probably might be able to guess like what the concept is, but how we're executing it, you won't be able to guess. So it's like really excited for that. We're going to try pump out more podcast content, whatever that means. And I think we'll incorporate. I had an idea. We can float this now and public opinion. What would you thought if we give like Ethan a mic?
Oh yeah.
And he can just chime in.
Like Jamie from Joe Rogan,
Yeah. So if we chime in and just chime into the conversation, obviously off camera, but the button pushing over there, and if we need some like, if you got like a one-liner you can drop.
It would be funny. Maybe we should give him a soundboard.
So stuff like that. I think season 7 will look a lot different. I think we're going to start pumping out the YouTube videos a lot more. Stay away from maybe the blind dating, but I don't want to give too much away, but we've got a couple ideas we want to film.
I think like, as we know, like we do the podcast and we have the podcast on Spotify. Like we post it on YouTube as well, but YouTube is like, people don't watch podcasts on YouTube. So it's like we've got an audience that we want to grow.
Show our personality a little bit better. Like obviously we talk in podcasts, but like no one knows like what we could be like in front of a camera running amok.
Yeah, 100%. Showing that like character.
Yeah,
100%.
exactly.
So yeah, we're going to keep developing that and grow into there and keep growing into our role, which it's pretty cool to keep going. And I just want to say like, also like a little thing you forget like time goes so far. I don't know how I'm going with this, but like time goes so fast, and sometimes you just have to slow down and appreciate what you have. You never know when it's going to get taken away. So it's like, I was to say, like, I appreciate, you know, how we've done 60 episodes of the podcast, doing something that we never thought we would do. I think that's so cool, and have so many people that support us. So like people at home listening, like we appreciate you guys so much more than you think. Like you listening is literally everything. Like we do this podcast, if 10 people listen and 10 people are enjoying it, that's 10 more smiles going around. Yeah. That's all we like want, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And there's people who are still listening who have been there from the start.
100%.
And even still, there's people who started watching like last week, and we appreciate everyone who tunes in week in, week out. Even if you skip like the boring episodes and come back, and we still appreciate you having.
We know they're boring.
We know that there's season fillers where sometimes we have to do a bit of a lower like quality episode in terms of like exciting and like talking about like all this.
Just like what we saw on Channel 10, the 20-minute segment of the Bulldog.
But yeah, no, I think we're growing into our personal brands. You guys have been there from the start. When we started this podcast, we were nothing. We had no characters. We weren't anything on social media, and we've grown as the podcast has grown. So yeah, as the season 6 finale closes out, we just want to say a massive thank you to everyone for watching.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys.
Sweet. We'll wrap that there. We'll stay tuned for the season launch as well. We'll obviously take our week off and we'll use that week to organize because it's pretty big, the plan we have for the season launch. And we will be back in your ears in 2 weeks' time. So thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure. Season 6.
You know what we need? I don't know. You know what we need to bring in? You know, like Anchorman is like, and like had like a cutscene then, like Thank you for watching. This is Anchorman. Like we need like a little
Yeah.
catchphrase that we
No,
like
you
ended.
went,
Think of one. Think of one real
went
quick.
too far.
Went too far.
No.
I'm Ron Burgundy, and you've been listening to.
What the fuck?
You know.
All right, this is a good value. I just made a collapse to sale for a 1 hour TikTok live.
Okay.
$500.
200.
Oh, 200.
For Outback Clothesline, just purchase your package of TikTok live 1 hour.
Yeah. Is that
right.
the Outback stuff that we're doing?
I don't know.
weird.
It's different. Oh, that's weird. All right.
All right.
I'll update you guys in season 7 about that.
Right,
Into
be on
Tom's
close enough.
live.
Let me see the details on this.